time to answer some of those burning questions. One, is that steel in there protected? Shoot, can't see, but it is back there. So if you see where the travel stops, the edge of this cylinder goes all the way to here. So 2-3 inches, it is back there. There is a ring, metal ring right here protecting it, so yes, pieces do get lodged in there, but where the seal is, I mean, I haven't had any issues. Chunks get in there, yeah, it's messed up, but there is holes under there for everything to drop each side. I do admit, clean outs for the other side are supposed to be here and all around the corners. Yeah, those get plugged up, but it just keeps forcing it through, so haven't had any issues. Cylinder, I do put graphite on this because it's just metal on metal, why not? They don't say to, but that's what I've done. People are talking about rebuilding the cylinder. Is it possible? Yes, it comes apart. It slides out it should, theoretically, slide out this way, and it's just pinned at the other ends. They even had, if I'm not mistaken, I've looked at a diagram about this, so people go on and on about that. Height-wise, yes, it's beanbag height. Just put some simple oak blocks while attached to the mini truck. Helps a little bit on the height. Yeah, I got the crazy handle. That's because it's way over there and it's kind of stiff, which actually is just normal for a hydraulic valve. But this is way up here. I can toggle it no matter what side I'm on, and because of the leverage, it's really easy to move back and forth. The deck, oh shoot, this is just zip tied on real quick. I made this yesterday just to test it out. So the original deck is about yay big. So I added about 3 inches to it just on the outside, and it helps stuff from falling, grab stuff better, so a bigger deck is more useful. Other questions that I've been asked, I really hope in this video people have noticed the demonstration of the back and forth speed. Yes, if you have a piece of wood right here, you split it, the wedge is now going to be here, so instead of moving the wedge and wasting time, you're going to put the block back over here and split. So back and forth it's splitting. Why can't people get this? That's what it's doing. It's both directions, so instead of wasting your time waiting for it to back up. Yes, it's not the fastest. It does have a 2-stage pump, which helps a lot, so when you hit the big stuff, it slows down. Basically, it's kind of like a lower gear on a car for more power, but it's still pretty darn fast for a hydraulic. Yes, it's a tabletop. It's meant for smaller pieces because who wants to lug a huge piece up here, but you can't get the bidirectional on up and down. A lot of firewood processors are tabletop for speed. Who wants to be bent over all the time or sitting on a bucket? Yes, that's nice. My neighbor does that, but he has kids helping him pick up the stuff around him. Otherwise, you have stuff all over the ground. This I throw in the back of a truck bed. Yes, you can use this on a full-size truck. That is a 2-inch ball. Plain and simple. It's at your height for loading to the next area instead of having a pile of wood around you. The trailer setup, it's so nice. You bring it to whatever site you want. Yes, it's not made for highway, but come on. I get it. The vertical ones are nice for your gigantic slabs, like over there. You have 36 inches. That's a pain in the butt to put on a platform like this. I have done it. For your majority of pieces that are going to be probably 20 inches or less, this is not bad. It's speed. The only ones that are going to be this is the kinetic one with a flywheel, because that is just pure speed. Those suckers just punch that log. But the only way, yeah, not many places want to sell it because of the safety issues about them, but that's another thing. For hydraulic speed and easy, safe control, both directions, you can't mess it up. You can't knock it. I don't get it. I don't understand the arguments of why knocking this. It's cut one way, cut the other. No wasted. I'm sorry, splitting. Shoot, with this kind of knife blade on here, it's cutting. As you can tell, the first segment was rotten red oak with a lot of crotches, and it was having to cut through it. The other side was, the other batch was white oak, easily splits, but it was a naughty tree. naughty. I just, oh, go crazy. I don't get it. Engine-wise. Shoot, what is the third year this is on? You simply turn off the fuel, you run it till it dies. It shouldn't take too long. And then that's going to clear out most of your carburetor. Should be good. If you're going to store it for a really long time, you just run it out of fuel. That's all. It's probably best to run out of fuel if you're not using fuel stabilizers. It's plain and simple, but I store it a few months at a time because I don't use it too much. I have a wood stove. Wearing the big stuff. Heck, most of this I'm not even going to split. This, why split it? Why split it? Wood furnace burns it all. I use it only a few days of the year, but I use it enough to where if I keep the fuel low, which most people say I keep it low enough to where when I put fresh fuel in there with maybe additives, it stays clean. Heck, you got a dipstick on either side. How can that go wrong? It is great. You can check it. The deal I got it was for under $600 delivered to the property. I still can't find one in stores close to this price, close to this tonnage, let alone the speed. I don't get the people that still want to knock it. I understand some of the things, but to knock it down as it's a Harbor Freight, you're way off. They've come a long way. And one last question people have asked is, where's the filter? There's a screen in here. When you're talking about something as simple as this, that's pretty darn closed, that is vented enough over on that plug, it should stay pretty clean. They even have a clear hose on this particular one to where you can tell it's got ATF mixed in there. That's why it's the color that it is. On this simple hydraulics, that's all you really need is a screen. Yeah, the filter might extend its life. Sure, throw it on there, why not? You've got space. I mean, look, I threw a generator muffler on here for making it a little bit quieter, why not? But